For an independent artist such as those featured on the Chevy Music Showcase, touring is an important part of growing a fan base, as well as expanding the artistic horizons of the musicians and songwriters. There's one thing the road is often not: profitable. But the stories that come from days and weeks on the road can be their own reward.
Touring is one of those things, like it's such an integral part of what we do, and it's also like the hardest part of what we do. It's hard being away from your family, it's hard being away from your friends. You miss a lot of life and you sacrifice a lot.
I think probably the main reason why we really do like to tour and why we want to tour is because you just get so much better.
Yeah.
When you play 20 nights in a row, it's just, there's nothing like it. You can't practice for 20 days in a row and achieve the same results.
I don't mind being gone, and that's my favorite part of it, is being on the road and seeing the things.
I'll be out for 3 or 4 days and can't wait to get home. And I get home and I'm home for 3 or 4 days and I'm like, I need to get out of here.
I would prefer driving over flying if I had to go to LA. You know, the last time we did it, it took us 36 hours to get there straight through, you know, with a van and a trailer, and I loved every second of it.
We have a terrible old van. It's not a Chevy. But yeah, he breaks down a lot, and we end up in some hilarious situations. One time he broke down in the middle of West Texas, in the middle of nowhere. Sheriff shows up.
The sheriff pulls up, we're thinking, oh crap, what's gonna happen? He's like, oh, you can go right over here to Jerry's house. If you guys bring your guitars in, we'll buy you some beer until your ride comes. And we're just like, all right, let's do it. So we had to entertain barefoot children running around in the dirt.
Or are you one of those bands that like pack sandwiches?
I work at Trader Joe's. I brought like seaweed salad and like protein shakes. I was like eating good the whole way.
I feel like if I pack like cookies or brownies or something, I'm like really doing something.
Yeah.
Of course, Dead Flowers, we never roll on the road without fireworks or weird mannequin heads, masks.
Well, sure, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Of course.
We were playing a gig at a place that was not a place we should have been playing at. I had a guy come up to me and request Cat Scratch Fever. And I said, we don't know that song as a band. He was like, yeah, you do. You know it. And it got to the point where he was on stage trying to fight me because I was lying to him that we didn't play Cat Scratch Fever.
The cop comes over to me, he's like, hey, I'm gonna need you to watch your language. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, officer. Like, sorry about that. It's 4 in the morning, I'm wasted. And I just went to an Eyes Wide Shut party. Like, I'm freaking out, I'm sorry. And he's like, it's not in the Bible, you can't say it. And I'm just like,
Traveling and playing music is pretty much all I wanted to do.
It was really fun. Like there were no, I mean, I almost got punched in the face by this girl, but that was the only snag.
Why'd you get punched in the face?
I don't know. I did nothing. I just made, like, I didn't realize that eye contact.
Was it in San Antonio?
It was in San Antonio.
As I'm making a U-turn, I'm kind of cutting into this guy's yard a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, huge farmland, so his house is like 100 yards away. And as I'm doing this, making the turn, I see out of my peripheral something coming towards me up the drive. In a matter of 15 seconds, this tractor has stopped us on this 2-lane road. And I like look up and it's this old 65-year-old man.
Why are you driving on my property?
Jamie wakes up.
I was like, hey man, sorry, we're just trying to turn around here. And I was, when people get mad, I smile. I laugh.
Which is
like
not a good thing in this
default that I
situation.
have. And he's like, you think this is funny? You don't think I can kick your butt?
Cars were honking and he was like debating in his head what he was gonna do, and he retreated. But we were all kind of like, dudes, we almost just got in a fight with a farmer, which I kind of wish we would have. That would have made this story much better. If we would have said, hey, Jamie fought a 65-year-old farmer in Iowa, you would have incredible respect for it.
Yeah.
The North Texas Chevy Dealers invite you to join us in supporting local music to help keep our community vibrant, creative, and uniquely Texas. Find new music that moves you at ChevyMusicShowcase.com.